The everlasting.
We're talking Gobstoppers.
So they aren't like literally everlasting, but they are labeled as everlasting, and they're my favorite little. Yeah.
So what do you have against Gobstoppers? That's why I don't
hold
understand.
up a Gobstopper. Like, yeah, so it's just like a little hard piece of candy, right?
Welcome to the Doc Analyzes Anything, a show where psychology meets science and we analyze behavior, any behavior, including pretending to walk an invisible dog, stopping, scolding it for misbehaving, and then apologizing to onlookers for its behavior.
I'm going to take that one. A video that's very funny that I've seen is a guy has a fake stuffed animal that you'd win at a fair, but it's a big old dog, and he acts like a blind individual, but then he takes the dog and has it bark at people, and so then it freaks them out because then they don't know what's going on, but it's a stuffed dog.
I've seen that one. That one's funny.
I think it's hilarious.
I have not seen it, so I'm sure it's much funnier to watch than to hear about.
And just so you guys know, Dr. Sparks, he, as we've covered a couple times, he's not emotional. So he actually thought that was really funny. His voice just never shows it.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Can't you tell how excited I am? It feels like, I'm sure I've said this on here before, but it's very much like, anybody knows the old character from Saturday Night Live with Will Ferrell, where he's like, I'm sorry, I can't control the volume of my voice.
The voice of modulation.
Yeah, imagine trying to soothe your small baby at night. Hush, hush, little baby. Like that's me in a nutshell. Small children cry when I walk in a room. I'm just naturally loud. It happens.
So no one's freaked out. We were talking about dogs, and suddenly the Behaviormatic 5000 used the dog example. I guess we were talking about cats.
I just assumed that you did it ahead of time and were lying to us, so I don't know.
No,
it was right then, right there.
It was real time. I got a setup now. I can do these things in real time now.
I am always wondering whether it is just a coincidence or if there really is listening. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it seems like too much of a coincidence, but if this is something I'm tending to maybe be interested in anyways, or having a reason to talk about, what's the likelihood it's just not more salient in that moment to me that I was just talking about it?
Is this our first hot take? Are we doing this?
I guess we never even really talked about the walking the dog. But again, how do you even talk about that? It's like, it's so out there that maybe one person's doing it and maybe we should, be helping that person if they're doing it seriously, but maybe not. Maybe they're just out there living their own life, having a great time. It's not up to us to judge.
Yeah, they're doing it for the views. There's clearly somebody videoing it. It's all about the views and the clout.
No, I don't mean that one. I mean like actually walking an invisible dog and talking and scolding it. The actual.
It could be an invisible dog, but maybe someone's just doing a rad yo-yo trick.
Well,
there's a hot take. What's your guys' takes on yo-yos?
I have enjoyed playing with yo-yos growing up and doing tricks, but also it's nowhere near as cool as it seems when you're really good at doing yo-yo tricks.
I'm back and forth on it.
Okay, so do you think, here's a scenario. You're in a bar.
It's up and down for me.
It's up and down.
Yeah, you're in a bar. And do you think if you broke out yo-yo tricks, could you impress a lady or a male? I guess whatever you want to do.
Absolutely not. Like, unless they happen to be really niche, like into yo-yos, it's not helping you.
I think it could. I think it could be impressive, but it's not impressive to actually like propagate anything.
How many gobstoppers do you have in your mouth?
The gobstoppers are. It's really hard to participate meaningfully with so many gobstoppers in your mouth.
My bad.
I think if a woman were to approach me with a yo-yo and do some really cool tricks, it would have my attention, but I guess it's all about the next move. What does she say?
Does she strangle you with it afterwards? Is that what you...
What'd you say?
Does she strangle you with it afterwards? Is that what you're getting at?
I mean...
I've been out of the dating game for some time. However, I would like to think that my yo-yo prowess would attract a few ladies at the bar. if this is where this is happening.
So I'm thinking about the times I've been at like a college party and someone that's like really nerding out doing like magic tricks, which I like watching magic shows. I find it interesting if they're really good at it. Like Penn and Teller Fool Us, I watch just because I think it's fun. But it is often like really awkward at a party or at the bar when someone just busts out some magic tricks and then like they keep going and it gets weird. And so I'm guessing yo-yos would be the same way. Like you have to know the audience, you have to know the time, and you have to know when to stop. Otherwise, walking the dog is not going to lead to walking the dog, if you know what I mean.
Yo-yo guy, the yo-yo person is like the same thing as the guitar guy, the guy that goes to the house parties with the guitar. Like he's got his niche, but it only works with a few select folks. But he's just really hoping that one of them's there.
And the guitar guy, like if you're pretty good at guitar, that's a little bit different than being pretty good at yo-yo as well.
Or is it?
You can. I assume. I don't know. I don't know who's looking for that person that can whisper sweet nothings while walking the dog or doing what else with their yo-yo. You know, the same way you can sing a song to somebody. I'm not sure.
Are you guys familiar with Kenny K. Strass, the yo-yo guy? We'll have to share it in this episode notes. He's a comedian. He's actually been on Parks and Rec, I believe. Or no, he's on The Office. He's on The Office. I forget his real name. He went around. He did a tour as like a motivational speaker / yo-yo expert, and got on all these morning news, like local morning news shows, and just started like the music would start. They'd say, "Take it away. We can't wait to see these." He's got 5 yo-yos and just like dropping it. Like he has no skills at all, but he's just very awkward and like he's like swinging the yo-yo around like in a circle and then like throwing the other one around. And then like throwing in little comments about he's like, you know, when I was a kid, my dad used to hit me with these, and they're like, oh, that's not good, and just get like real awkward really fast.
So I've like remember community college, and there was a guy sitting there off to the side and doing like I could do a trick or two, you know, like I could make it, you know, spin and then pick it up and wind around. I don't remember what anything's called because it was over 20, maybe 30 years ago that I really was doing a lot of it.
Walk the dog.
Well, I know walk the dog. I don't remember what anything else was called. I went to like the yo-yo club twice and decided that wasn't for me. But this guy's going nuts. I'm like, all right, that is crazy impressive. And maybe you get a crowd for what this person's doing, like as a performance. But I think most of the time you're talking about people just trying to draw attention to themselves. And like, I remember going to parties with a guy that we were friends. And once or twice he would start beatboxing when the opportunity called for it. And he was very good at it. And like people would come around and everybody would try to freestyle and he'd get a lot of attention for it. And then like the moment would be over. And now we're just walking up behind groups of people that I like don't know how to join their group in their conversation and just beatboxing behind them, hoping they'll turn around and talk to me. And like there's a moment there where it works, where it's cool, but it has much more to do with like recognizing the social nature of the moment, I think, than the actual activity itself.
That makes sense. Just like,
yeah, this won't come as much of a surprise because of the fact that I kind of brought it up, but
I mean, you were
is that a yo-yo?
It's a very nice yo-yo.
Oh, do a trick.
You gonna do a trick for everybody?
I can't. I mean, most people listen, so you know the logistics for the people that only listen and they don't actually watch. It's just a waste of time.
How long have you had this yo-yo?
Since freshman year of high school.
Okay, I thought
so like
it might have been because we were up north a while back and the kids got a yo-yo and you started playing with it, that I thought maybe you went and bought a nice yo-yo after that. So.
No, I bought that a while back and I dedicated some time to it.
Should we rapid fire some more hot takes? Because I got 2 really good ones, but I'll just fire off one if we're good.
Hit it.
Okay, so here it's in question form. Most of mine are in question form. So should you make your bed every morning? That's my hot take. I'll give you my stance first, and then I want to hear from the peanut gallery. So my opinion is
wrong.
My opinion is, why make it? You're just going to get back in it.
So,
now Steve stands corrected.
100% agree with you. I've always been the like, I'm just going to get in there. Like, the most I would ever do is make sure the sheet is still over the mattress completely, and like spread the blanket out enough that I don't have to fight with the dog when I crawl in to like get back under it. I live with a person who disagrees with that historically, but then it turned into a long-term battle where I was being forced against my will to make the bed every morning because I got up last. And then at some point, some things came up and I was getting up first. And then the bed wasn't necessarily always made later. And I'm like, what the hell? This is a double standard. That's not okay. And so
Mm.
now the bed is not made anymore. But I also know those people that are like, I need to start with a win. And my first win of the day is just making sure that bed's made. And like, if that gets your day started, I can see that too.
Yeah, I don't make my bed every morning, but I'm usually up at like 5:30, and then my wife like sleeps in a little bit. Not sleeps in, she's like sleeps to like a normal time.
Oh, I sleep in.
And so I don't really get to like make the bed anyways, because I would be covering her up with sheets.
As long as it's not a pillow to the face, we're all right.
I was gonna say it, but I thought it might be a bit much.
I like going to bed to a made bed and opening it up and lying in it. I think that's nice. All the sheets get all like messed up and
Yeah, it doesn't bother me one bit. All I care about is can I get my feet covered when I get in? Because if that sheet's not or the cover's not all the way over, there's gonna be a dog on it, and I'm not gonna be able to wrench it out from under them and get my feet warm.
See, our dog has no place in our room at night.
That's because you don't have a pit bull who finds their way in and nuzzles up against you regardless of what you do.
Because I'm not crazy.
So I do make my bed every day, but it's more so for the same reason that Kyle said he likes the bed to be made. Because there's nothing better than you had a long day, you come home, you relax for a couple hours, and then you're like, all right, it's time to go to bed. And then you approach like a well-made bed. You pull that comforter back, and then it's just like falling over you like a nice little soft blanket. And then you can go to sleep soundly.
All right, here's a hot take for you. I find sleep to be a waste of time, except that my body needs it to survive.
Ooh, I love
Like,
sleep.
I
sleep's
stay
good.
up later than I mean to because I just don't want to go to bed. I don't want to just be wasting my time laying there, even if I am asleep. Once I'm awake, I don't want to get out. Like, it's too comfortable. I don't want to get up in the morning. But going to bed, I cannot stand it. I've never liked it.
But what time do you wake up every day typically?
Depends on if the kids have to make it somewhere by a certain time, then like I don't know, 7:30ish.
Okay.
But I try to sleep longer than that until someone comes and starts making noise and saying like it's time to get up, whether it's my wife or the kids or an animal that needs to go out, what have you. But I would sleep way too late if I didn't have something there to get me up. Like in grad school, I'd have 3 alarms and one of them would actually vibrate the bed because I missed too many meetings in the morning. So
Nice.
But
yeah, I
you
started
have to
wearing
put
my
a
Apple
quarter in
Watch
it?
because it vibrates when the alarm goes off. Otherwise, I'll sleep through the Audible.
yeah.
So how many alarms do you guys need for yourself?
One
to get up?
alarm, and then I'll snooze 2 or 3 times.
I need one wife and that is it.
I'm usually just up. I wake up before the alarm.
Oof.
Nope.
I don't know.
Maybe you're just
kids'
maybe you're
bus
just getting a
leaves at, like,
healthy
6:30.
amount of sleep like some kind of loser.
I don't sleep well. I'm not a good sleeper. Yeah.
No?
I fall asleep pretty much every day during lunch. I get like 20 minutes. I just like lay my head down against the wall or something and yeah.
I
I
feel
don't know.
ill if I take a nap, so I just can't nap. But the only time I ever wake up before the alarm goes off is if something like big is happening and I'm nervous about sleeping through it, or
Mhm.
I actually have enough sleep for a few days in a row, which because I don't like to go to bed rarely happens. So
Did we answer your hot take, Chad?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Do you know us a little better now?
I mean, I don't. Never mind. We're just the bed chat knowing people's bedtimes routines. Like there's too many places to go, so we're just not going to do it. But
it's in our household. Like my wife and I, we don't ever make like formal arrangements, but like she has a lot of pillows, right? But that means the bed then becomes her responsibility. So she makes the bed, makes her feel good. Her office is in there, works well for her. Me, I've never cared. I'm just getting right back in. Why put the effort in? Let it air out, whatever, right? I apply a logic to it to where it makes sense for me. It's probably me.
What are you doing that
justifying
requires it to be aired out?
No, I'm just saying, like people sweating there, That's a fair question.
You probably should have chosen the word safely.
It is what it is.
Air it
Chad makes
out.
the bed. It's
Decontaminate.
Yeah. I said when Chad makes the bet, it's because he's actually doing a Dutch oven. That's the only reason he's pulling the covers up like that. So
I got a food related one.
okay.
Speaking of ovens, it's the
Speaking of
natural
ovens.
progression there.
So my question is, it's boneless wings. Are they real or are they just chicken nuggets?
They're gross.
See, all right, I'm lazy and
Not a
I actually
fan.
prefer them, but if it comes down to it, yeah, they're not real wings.
No, the white meat versus the dark meat, like the flavor is different, the crunch is different. I like my wings so hot that it burns my face, and so like I look like a mess pulling the meat off the bone, so it doesn't get on my the sauce doesn't get on my lips and then start hurting too much. But the experience of eating a boneless wing is not the same. It is not the same flavor. It's not right. Now, if you're like my wife and can't stand the idea of gnawing something off the bone, then it's a good alternative for that type of person. But
it's still fake. It's still not real. Shouldn't be called a wing.
well, it's not a wing, and it's also not from a buffalo, so there's always that too.
That's fair.
Now they were supposedly invented in Buffalo, New York, but still, it's all misleading.
I'm with you. I don't eat them. I just do the wings. Like the wings have bones in them. I don't know. I don't have anything interesting to say beyond that fact, but I do like them spicy. I like a good hot wing.
I'm a snob to the point where like I rarely find a wing that I'm really satisfied with while we're out, but there's one or two that even though like the first time I tried them, the sauce wasn't that great, it like sticks with me and I find myself craving it later on. And so there's a couple places that I will go to town, but most of the time I'm just like, it's kind of a disappointment when I go to these wing places that have opened up around us.
Yeah. Didn't your favorite place shut down? So I have an issue like going.
You want me to answer that or you just gonna keep talking? Was that rhetorical?
For a moment.
The one close to us did, but there's some still farther away that when I'm in those areas I can eat it. So
I have trouble like if I'm like going out with the guys and the question is, oh, let's go get wings, and then one of them orders boneless wings. I'm just like, man, that's not even right. Like just get a pita wrap at that point.
Yeah, I think because that sounds so much better.
I don't know. Wings are also nostalgic because us, going to the bar, whether or not we were of age or not, getting a thing of wings, drinking cheap, gross beer, or even back in high school, like there's Caro nights. Every Wednesday, we'd go to this place called Eastside Mario's, order like 500 wings for a group of like, I don't know, 15 people. And then you knew you just had to eat quick and get the hell out because the last person stuck with that bill was screwed every time. Like no one ever left enough money. And then we'd go racing our cars around town. Like it does have that nostalgic feel somewhat, but then, with the family now, most of the time we're just ordering them and bringing them home. It doesn't have quite the same feel,
Yeah.
What would you say was the ideal cheap beer for it?
PBR.
Depends on how cheap are we talking. Like
that's up to you.
If we were having a good week, then get a couple pictures of Labatt. Like that was nice, but Labatt was a little more expensive than Natural Ice or whatever, Natural Light, whatever they had. That was the real cheap stuff, and so we drank what we had and what we could afford. When we weren't at the bar,
we actually that nowadays you will turn your nose up to a Labatt.
I will not turn my nose up to it, but I don't drink to drink like I used to. And so if I'm going to have a drink, I want it to be something that I really enjoy the flavor of rather than just tasting a beer because I want to have 10 of them.
So for your infamous case race, what was that case?
Oh, I have no idea what that
Natty?
Case was. No, we're talking about one when I was visiting Brad here in college. He decided he wanted to have like 33-year-old me come party with him and his friends. And I felt bad afterwards because I misunderstood the situation. These kids told me they're having a case race. And I'm like, oh, cool, I want to join. Well, case race, you race how fast you can get through this case of beer. So like we're 15 minutes in and I've drank 8 of their beers and like, can we stop? That's all we have with us. And I'm like, you're not having a case race.
Right.
Like, what are you doing here? Don't mislead me. Like, had you mentioned this ahead of time, I would have gone and bought more, but now none of us can drive. So
College kids, and you're still taking them to school, Steve.
not anymore. Now they would destroy me, but 8, 9, 10 years ago, I could still hold my own.
Yeah.
What a night.
We used to
For
be
one
cool.
night. One night every 6 months. Yeah. So still sticking with eating things. One thing I was thinking about the other day just randomly came to me, and see what you all think. Do people chew way less gum than you expected? Like as a kid, I remember like always wanting to have gum. Gum was around. It seemed cool. And like I don't ever notice people having gum nowadays. Was that like a kid thing, or is it a cultural shift, or was it just a me thing?
Well, I know I agree with you, but I feel like I'm much less likely to be chewing gum because like if I'm holding a conversation with somebody, I don't want to be like smacking on some gum while trying to talk to them because then they're just gonna see me like fiddling with the gum. And then would you guys feel the same?
That's an interesting perspective, like being more in like the business world and talking with adults about like how we can help each other business wise or referrals. That is typically frowned upon to be like chewing out a gobstopper or gum, right? So I think because of like who we're around now, I know, Steve. I know I just demonstrated chewing on gobstoppers on a professional podcast, but I'm just saying.
And hey, why was that strengthen your repertoire in the moment? Was it because you were thinking about that you were just eating, or was it because they're salient in your environment this time?
No clue.
There's the real question.
No clue. You would have to tell me.
Well,
Well, I think it's
probably
sense
salient.
modalities.
I think if I was like hanging around non-business professional people, I would probably chew more gum. But I think also the sugar-free efforts make gum taste not the same as when we were kids. I know that gum that I chewed
agree
was
with that.
definitely full flavored sugar, and so it had an entirely different flavor profile.
I might be just gotten to the point in life where I get too irritated with how long the flavor lasts as well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. The only time I ever chew gum now is when I either have to take an animal to Brad's office or he comes over afterwards and brings me a blow pop. And I'm like, this gum loses its flavor in 10 minutes, but man, is it good.
The best
I'm
was
a big
always
blow
the
pop
juicy
fan.
fruit.
Juice fruit. That's good.
Juicy fruit. It had flavor was about 10 minutes. That stick was always like it crumble when you start chewing it, but it tastes good.
The zebra one, whatever that lost its flavor in like 3 seconds.
Zebra stripes.
Yeah, that was good, but it lost its flavor real fast.
Is that the one you could eat the paper?
No, was that 5?
I thought Trident you could eat the paper. I don't know. I think people just eat the paper. I don't think you're supposed to ever actually eat the paper.
You're not supposed to.
It was a thing. I remember being on the bus, being like, "You can eat the paper," and I'm like, "Yeah, but you're not. You don't have to."
You have to though, just because they say you can, and that's the only brand that you can do it with. So you have to do it to get the full experience. Otherwise, you're wasting your money.
All right,
there's a lot of things you can't eat.
Was it? Did you know those new packing peanuts that are made of corn? Like, I love just randomly grabbing one of those out if they happen to be some sitting around and taking a bite just to freak the people out around me.
Yeah.
All right, is this a serial killer move? Taking bubble tape out of the tape container, just taking a big bite out of the roll? Because I would love doing that when I was a kid.
I mean, there wasn't a day that I owned 6 feet of bubble gum for me, not them. And that whole thing wasn't in my mouth like in less than 10 minutes. Like I would just get the whole thing because you start losing flavor, and before long, like my jaw would hurt because I just had this giant wad of gum.
Yeah, it's probably why my jaw clicks nowadays.
No, but I agree with you though. I don't think that gum is as coveted. I still though, if I get like adult gum, like the Mentos gum or whatever, the little icy cube things or whatever, like if I have a pack of those things or like they fit in your cup holder, like I'll go through them real quick. They'll be gone like in 2 days.
I don't think I've purchased gum or had one outside of a random occurrence of someone handing me gum or grabbing some in at least a decade.
Yeah, this economy, no way.
Well, I do for travel. I do like having gum on planes. That's something that I
buy a bag of gummy worms just so I'm having to like gnaw through the gummy as we're
that
taking
works
off
too.
and land.
No, that works too.
Except
Back
that
to your
you
back to
start
your
too early, that package is gone by the time you're taking.
back to your tape gum though. I mean, I equate somebody just taking a raw bite out of the roll as somebody who would like cut the middle out of a pizza and leave just the crust. Like I think that's
Oh,
kind of nearly
I
blasphemous.
I've been known to take the nucleus chip out of the nachos, and like our buddy Russ, we get so mad. He's like, "Don't you take the nucleus?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm taking it."
What
Taking
the
the
hell is a nucleus?
oh, it's
Oh.
that middle
nucleus
piece
chip?
that has all the cheese and all the meat and everything just piled high, and you just take.
There's a
that-
name for that?
I don't know
Yeah.
if he made it up, we made it up, or what, but yeah, it is the best nacho piece, and like you're supposed to just eat around it till whoever gets there naturally gets there naturally, like in our group of friends, anyways. But nope, you just go right for it and like battle over it.
Yeah, we were also like on a budget, so like if you would almost like rotate grabbing a chip, and so the nucleus had like 7 chips connected to it, all the cheese, all the beef, and so, but it was just one chip. I only grabbed one.
Yeah, when you talked about what beer we liked, like I was like, what could we get away with if we weren't at the bar? Like, all right, I'm gonna go grab 5 40s of the grossest, cheapest, skunkiest stuff around, and I'm just gonna power through. So like, there was no thought of flavor until I no longer was partying for the sake of partying. You know?
Fair. Okay, this one, and this is gonna come as no surprise to you, Steve, but banana flavored things. What is your guys' thoughts?
Flush them down the toilet, kick them in the dirt, stomp on them.
I know.
What is your favorite? What's your favorite candy there, Brad?
Banana Laffy Taffies?
Or banana runts? I know you've
Banana
been pretty
Runts are-
excited about that.
Oh,
They're
runts.
Yeah,
gross.
well, run. All right, that would actually almost fall under the Gobstoppers because it's the same thing. If you want to complain about a candy, you can't give Chad crap. Well, I guess would you take Runts?
No, I do not
Never
eat
mind
runts.
then.
Runts are just powdered sugar with a slightly different flavor from one to the next. It's a waste of candy to me.
There's some
You like
responding
Necco wafers too
conditioning
over
going
there,
on here.
Brad?
They're not bad.
Gross.
I learned
they're not good, but like if someone handed me one, I probably wouldn't say no.
Oh, I would. Sorry, Kyle, go ahead.
I just thought of eating like chewy runts. I don't like the hard runts. But when I was a kid, the chewy runts, my mouth is like actually watering right now thinking about those flavors.
I don't
the
remember what those.
bananas the bananas were fine. I mean, you got to combine them though with like the grape and strawberry and all that stuff. The orange.
No, Brad is obsessed with anything banana, no matter how gross and horrible tasting. It does not matter if it's fake banana, if it's like someone dragged a banana through dog poop. It's his favorite thing in the world.
Not once have I
Fake
had a
banana.
craving for banana. Like it's just not something
I've
crave.
always craved it. So like craziest
Fake
thing.
banana would be a great band name.
What? Banana as a band?
No, fake banana.
Fake banana.
What up,
Well,
Cleveland?
yeah.
We're fake banana.
As a kid, you remember like the gumballs, like the double bubble gumballs?
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing that my mom did just as like a little side hustle was she'd fill candy machines like around Kalamazoo, and one of them was like the double bubble gumball machines, and so we had like a Sam's Club size box of gumballs, and that bright yellow one, banana flavored, it just I don't know, and so I guess it might just be a nostalgic thing where as a kid I really liked that one, and then that's what I always had, and so now it's just continued into my adulthood where it's what I crave. It's sweet. It's comforting.
I only like bananas in a banana pudding type setting. Like I don't even like just plain bananas. And I think for me it's partially because I used to be somewhat allergic to them. Like it actually feel like tightness in my chest just minimally. And so now it's like that paired aversiveness where like I don't even like the flavor anymore because I just didn't eat them for so long. But you give me some good banana bread or like a vanilla pudding with bananas and vanilla wafers on top, and I'll go to town on that.
Banana splits. That's a waste of ice cream right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, Brad. Brad
No,
got pain
that's
look on his face
it's
when I
funny
said
because
that.
actually like banana like milkshakes or ice cream. There's sometimes where I love real bananas too, but sometimes when I eat like a banana thing and it tastes like real bananas, I'm like, this isn't it. I need it to be fake.
It does not bring the Brads to your yard. So-
I got it.
Nice try.
It wasn't that funny, but I got it.
No. So we Brett and I were on our way. I think we were going to a brewery a couple months ago, and we had this argument too. Maybe it was a month ago. Apples. So I was randomly looking up apples when they'd be available here in Michigan because it's apple season here, and looked up it like for most of American history, at least until like the last 10, 15 years, the number one most popular apple to me is a trash apple, and that is Red Delicious. Like
Beautiful.
the only thing it has going for it is that it's crunchy and it's wet. Otherwise, there's no flavor there compared to so many of the other ones. And I think Brad almost like grabbed the wheel in my hand and drove us into a wall. He was so upset by me making this statement. He's like swearing at me about all my hot takes and how they're wild and just out there in the middle of nowhere.
So Brad, you're pro Red Delicious?
Red Delicious. I have a sack of Golden Delicious in my fridge right now. Because even what's your guys' take on the Golden Delicious?
It's the less flavorful, unflavorful Red Delicious.
Wait, isn't the what's like the big
Honeycrisp.
purchase apple? Honeycrisp. Okay. Yeah, never mind.
So-
I don't know anything about apples.
So Red
I don't like
Delicious
Pink
are like,
Lady. That's a thing.
I
Pink
know
Lady.
it is.
That's an
I know
apple.
it is. But out of context, I would have.
It's not out of context.
I know,
It's
but
not.
if it had been out of context, like that is what.
That's my
So
hot
Red
take.
Delicious is just like the dark red, like what you picture like a picture of an apple being.
Has the
And-
nubs
but
on the bottom.
Yeah, the nubs on them. I will say that to me, and this is a personal preference, I understand that people disagree. I will take one of those off like over a soft apple any day.
Mm.
So
That
if I
is
have
a
one
lie.
that doesn't
You
crunch,
said if you go to Panera and how they always give you an apple with your meal, you said that you would drive down the road and throw it out the window.
absolutely.
So do not tell the public that you would take it over a soft apple.
I'm telling you right now that there's something about soft apples. So a Red Delicious is wet and slightly sweet. At least there is like a watered down slight redeeming quality, but I'm still going to choose not to eat it most of the time. I'd rather just not have an apple. Biting into what I think is going to be a crunchy apple and have it be like soft, like one of those that just kind of melts in your mouth, is actually aversive to me. And so I'd rather take the crunchy wetness that has no flavor over a soft apple that tastes better.
I second that.
You guys are gonna
According
laugh at
to-
this then. Oh, go ahead, Kyle.
According to science, Red Delicious are the most healthy apples of the apple
Probably because they have the
variety.
least
Well,
sugar, is why they have no flavor whatsoever.
They are high in total phenol and epicatechin.
Close.
What I get? What is it?
I don't know.
Don't you know it's close?
I like a good Fuji apple.
I do believe when I was reading that Fuji may have taken over for Red Delicious in the top spot, like the world's most, consumed apple. I believe it was.
It
but
should.
I'm not sure.
It should. It's underrated. It's a super sweet, but it's also tough, so it's not gonna like dissolve in your mouth. And they have a great shelf life too.
I was
Might be a
always
hot take, but what about the Granny Smith with some
I was
peanut
just
butter?
about to say that was my go-to for most of my life, but every once in a while you get one that tastes more chemically than actual just like a sour, crunchy goodness. And so I'm very picky with everything I do in life, I guess. But when it comes to the apple, like if I take a bite and it's not a really good one, I don't want to finish it. And so the percentage of time that I get a good Granny Smith versus a good Honeycrisp has caused me to go with Honeycrisp as my apple of choice, just because they tend to be percentage wise more probable that I'm going to get a good apple.
You may like the Evercrisp. It's a Honeycrisp combined with a Fuji.
I think
gotta
I've
try
had
the
those before.
Horrocks.
I've had the Cosmic Crisp. They're all kind of just variations. The Pink Lady is good. I just the way you said it. Hey, but what about a Pink Lady like that?
I didn't say what about a pink. I said I don't like the pink lady.
That's a bar somewhere. But you gotta try the Cortland apple. I think you'd really like that one.
I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have. Is it crunchy though?
It's very crunchy, snow white for like the
Okay. Yep. I remember.
yeah.
those.
What I was gonna say though, and because you guys keep talking about like a crunchy apple, what I used to do as a kid because I didn't love how crunchy they were. I would take the apple and hit it on my knee and like follow like the whole surrounding of the apple to soften it so that when I bit it, it was easier to chew.
Like pre-bruise
You
it.
you are that is
One of a kind.
disturbing. I will have to say that is like probably why I don't like a soft apple is because I've had too many where I bit into a soft spot and it grossed me out. That's probably the biggest reason. Like I was the little kid, like if I saw a bruise on it, I'm like, either cut that off or I'm not eating that apple. Like I just have no interest in that whatsoever. But the Macintosh, it says the Cortland is a soft apple as well, but Macintosh like is one of those that have a good flavor. I just can't eat them because they're too soft.
Steve wants to bite into an absolute concrete apple.
It's like nectarines. I will be satisfied with a crunchy nectarine with less flavor than one that's gone too soft. And I can't even eat peaches because the soft skin. Like if you peel a peach for me, that's the only way I can eat it.
Baby.
Yes.
So how about
I
olives
agree.
then?
I like olives.
No.
I like olives that have been brined. I don't know that I would like a fresh olive, but
Okay.
I went into a Whole Foods
also-
once. I didn't realize that like the olive market was so robust that there's like so many different variants. Like they have olive bars with dozens of different types. I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
I think I just like salty pickled things as well. Like one time we were all hanging out and at a friend's house and he had nothing in his fridge but pickles. I think Chad was there. And we'd been out late and I'm like, I'm just starving. So I eat this whole jar of pickles. And I'm sitting there with this little baggie was sitting on the table. He's like, you're going to try to vomit in that little baggie, aren't you? I'm like, no. He's like, go to the bathroom right now. I can see it on your face. You were considering using that baggie instead of getting up after eating a whole jar of pickles.
A little sandwich bag.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. One of the fold over ones too. It didn't even have a zipper on it.
So what about like a martini? Would you take a martini? I could see you
Not a
sipping the
martini
martini,
fan.
Steve.
I have only had one once or twice. I was younger and I wasn't impressed, but maybe I'd like it now. I don't know.
Okay.
Mhm.
Kyle,
again,
I
like-
don't think you chimed in too much on the olive take because I'm a definite no. It sounds like Chad, you like olives.
No, not at all.
Oh, Chad does not like
no,
olives.
I
Okay,
was just
cool.
blown away that there was that big of a thing with them.
Yeah.
My wife is Greek. We're big on the olives. We got we don't have it at our house a lot, but like family meals, family get-togethers, there's always a couple varieties of olives at the ready. And I eat them. I do that with the it's evading me. The cheese, the Greek cheese.
Saganaki?
Feta.
Oh, feta.
Yeah, it's the square of feta and
I was
and
just
an olive.
hoping that her family was just walking around setting cheese on fire, I guess is what I was really.
Opa!
I love Saganaki. Greek food may be my favorite food, and I am disappointed
got
and
a
sad that somehow
Fridge full of it right now.
I've never been invited over for like moussaka or pasticcio or anything. So
Should come down for Greek Fest every summer.
I do.
Yeah, it's
love
good.
I like just Greek festivals in general. Like I will travel around trying Greek food. I think
My dad
one thing-
comes with us and then orders a gyro. He calls it a gyro unironically.
I mean, is that the correct pronunciation? It's gyro.
no,
It's not. It's
I was
not.
about to say, is it actually euro?
It is Euro, yeah.
Okay.
I won't even attempt to try and say some of the names of the dishes that I enjoy, because I always mess it up. But there's
I was willing to try it for ridicule there, but
pita. So like Greek pita, not like pita bread, but like the actual like crusty layers with cheesy and that's really good. My my mother-in-law's cousin makes a killer like pumpkin pizza. That's really good. But yeah,
How do the Greeks feel about ketchup on eggs?
I've never asked them about that. Is that a thing?
No, that's a hot take right there.
is it because you're thinking about going to Coney Island and seeing the ketchup on the eggs, or why do you think?
No,
people have a different
that was my
opinion.
transition to a hot take because my
Yeah,
wife
that was
does the
about to say,
ketchup
I saw
on
that one
everything.
right there. That is a big hot take. I don't think I could ever do it.
I have done it when the eggs sucked.
I do the like Tabasco. I don't do ketchup.
I can
though.
see that. I also was the one in elementary school that was putting like ketchup and corn and applesauce on my pizza just to like gross out the girls, and so I'm willing to eat a lot of things that aren't actually good just because
Yeah.
that's what's there.
As long as you're not the guy that puts orange juice in your cereal.
Oof.
I saw
What do you
that
do
one
when you
time, and I really, even as a kid, I was like, I'm questioning this one.
so what do you do then when you don't you've run out of milk, you pour the cereal? I know we joked around about this the other like an episode or two ago, like you have the Friday where dad walks in, he's about to throw the dry cereal, and he's like, better pour some water on that shit. Like, what do you do?
You eat it dry. You
You
say
feed it
goodbye to the roof of your mouth.
you feed it to the dog.
Only if it's Captain Crunch.
Yeah, it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Captain Crunch, your roof of your mouth is tore
No,
up.
my family only
Swords.
fed us grape nuts as a child.
Really? For
It-
real?
No, but we would. It's now like a running joke. I feel like because not many
is.
people actually know what grape nuts are, but like me and my siblings know what it is because you make the mistake once of pouring like what would be deemed like a normal portion of cereal into a bowl of milk, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're there 2 hours later still eating that same bowl.
I was at the lake house with a friend and like all his older brothers and just grabbed some cereal. I'd never had grape nuts. I poured a big bowl of grape nuts and
Yes.
his older brother was like, pretty brave of you to like tackle those grape nuts like that. And I doubled down. I was like, no, I love grape nuts. And then I'm stuck there like eating this jar of hard cardboard.
You're like the kid in Matilda eating the chocolate cake, and you can't leave until you finish that bowl
Right.
of grape
Yep.
nuts.
Yep.
I'm not sure, but I believe my only experience with grape nuts is my dad's like, no, I like them, and so he buys some, and I try them. I'm like, why? No, you don't. You're lying to
There's
me
a
to try to get me
reason.
to eat trash. Is
There's
what
a
you're trying
reason
to
on the
do.
box that there's berries in the cereal. You can't eat that cereal by
It's
itself.
not edible. It's just not edible.
Hey,
I
I've been
wanna have a
regular ever
challenge
since.
where-
So
Whoever can eat like a full blown bowl of grape nuts the fastest.
Oof.
I mean, we'd have to get everybody in one room, or we're just gonna do it here on video and have it be really boring, like to listen to.
That'll
but-
be the oh god, what's it called? Behavioral Magic 5000 challenge of the day is you guys are just gonna eat grape nuts, and we just so happen to have grape nuts that day.
We're gonna that's how we'll decide who gets to take over, Brad or Chad. This grape nut challenge.
That's
Grape
where we're gonna
nut
put
challenge.
Kyle's video editing skills to the task. How do I make
Make
this
this-
entertaining?
Make this 3-hour video last 30 seconds.
Speaking of cereal, isn't cereal considered a soup?
Jeez, look at you.
No. Well,
So
no, 'cause
I
then is chowder a soup as well? I'm thinking both are like
chowder is definitely a soup.
I don't know.
It's a thick
But
soup.
I'm not trying to stray away from the cereal. I do want to come back to this, but
So
it's not.
I saw a meme the other day, or it was supposedly like a real posting on a store's door that said they had to close for the day because the two people working got in an argument battle with management of whether or not cereal was soup, and to stop violence, they had to shut down and send everybody home. So it wasn't is a hot dog a sandwich argument of like 2021 or something like this. And so it was probably a joke, but it is. No, it's is gazpacho a soup? Like I know it is, but I almost can't consider it a soup because it doesn't seem like something I would eat a soup.
I don't think it matters. I'm not. I don't think.
Wah, wah,
Like-
wah,
like what-
wah.
So is chili
What a
soup
hot
then?
take! What
Like-
a
like-
great
chili a
hot
soup?
take.
It's like one of those. I just feel like it's one of those frivolous things. Like clearly, it's not soup, right? Soup's
But
hot.
but maybe it is.
But if you want to call, I don't know. If you go to
Well,
bed
hot cereal,
at night,
then I mean, you have your cocoa wheats.
People used to heat up
Is that
grape nuts
hot?
because they were too hard, and that's how you'd soften them
Did
up.
they really, or are you just making that
No,
up?
that's legit.
So
GPT this.
we got a message from one of our coworkers, Kyle and I, the other night, and this person may or may not have been having some fun with friends. I don't know what was going on, but the question was definitely a little silly. Like, is anything truly objective? And so I went on this long rant about like, basically, if you get to set the definition, then the data you collect would be objective, but the definition that you created would be subjective. And so if you're going off of like Webster's dictionary of what is soup, Oxford Dictionary says a liquid dish typically made of boiling meat, fish, vegetables, and stock or water. And so in that case, no, it is not. But if you're talking about a food item that like sits in a liquid that you eat with a spoon is soup, then it would.
Yeah.
And so I think really getting down to it, you're talking about how are you defining soup and who are you letting create that definition?
Yeah. In
That is
a
what
100
ChatGPT just said to me.
What
This
did
is
it
good
say?
use. This is good use of.
Literal culinary sense, no, cereal isn't soup, but with the playful broad definition, you could argue yes, cereal is a type of cold sweet soup.
A playful definition?
That's what playful broad definition arrow. You could argue yes, cereal is a type of cold sweet soup, with cold sweet soup being in quotation marks.
All right.
All right.
Now here you go. Because that I think there's a clear sign that like cereal is not a soup. If you follow that definition, it has to be based on a stock, either a vegetable or meat stock, something like that would be why like a cold soup is a soup, but a cereal is not. Definition of a sandwich, though, is a food item consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a late meal. And so, therefore, it would depend on, is the bun 1 piece of bread? Is it folded in half, considered a bread, whether that would be a hot dog would be a sandwich or not. And that, I think, is much more arguable than, cereal being a soup.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys.
I'd
You
say
just-
It's one of those things.
I don't think
yeah. I think this kind of goes into my hot take. This sounds like an icebreaker game, and my thoughts about icebreaker games, like,
I don't want
why?
to play them ever.
I can feel
No.
your thoughts
I-
about it.
yeah,
I
I don't like icebreaker games. My other hot take, if something on stage is said that's funny, I don't like people repeating it behind me. Like if somebody didn't hear, like, what'd he say, or like they like look at each other and like repeat it, like it's not funny again. It was only funny then, and if you missed it, you missed it.
I could see to an
Discuss.
extent helping someone fill in the blanks as long as it's not interrupting the rest of the show. If it's interrupting the rest of the show, then now you're going to miss the next one, and that sucks. Or if you're with the type of person that needs to have everything explained, then like just don't go with that person. You know what I mean? Like just if you miss one line and then like the guy's taking a drink of water, then sure, tell them what the line was they missed. But other than
Yeah.
that, now icebreaker games, horrible thing to have to sit through. It's never fun for anybody. But I
Nope.
will say, Brad's dad has a story that almost changes my mind about this. He's at a work function. It's like a team building thing. They're doing icebreaker game. And a gentleman was with the lady talking about his interest. He likes this, like this, and like his favorite food is poutine. And so she gets up, you have to introduce each other, which is even worse because now I have to remember these facts about this person and present in front of
Yeah.
everybody about it.
Terrible.
Like this, he likes doing this, and he really loves poontang. And she had no idea why everybody was laughing so hard and didn't even know to be mortified of what she had just said at this.
That's
work
amazing.
event.
I love that.
Sorry, Dad.
The Rock.
He's a big
The Rock.
fan.
Classic.
Fan of Poo-Tang.
At least it wasn't your dad that actually said it. He was just a witness to this whole thing.
Oh, no, I thought it was my dad that said it.
No, it was a lady that said it about a
Oh.
guy that they worked with or that was there.
Oh, okay.
So-
I won't lie. This whole time, I thought my dad is the one that said it.
No, your dad was the one.
Knowing my dad, he's a silly guy, and that would be like
Yeah.
on brand for him.
Yes.
At least he wasn't the
I
one
do-
sitting behind Kyle explaining what what was just said.
Okay.
I've done like professional development or like CEUs or something
Mhm.
like that. I'm like, before we start, we're all gonna break out, and everyone has to. Like, no, I don't. I'm not gonna hang out with anybody here afterwards. I'm not more comfortable. I'm less comfortable now
Yeah.
doing this. Not a
I
fan.
mean, sometimes when we're working, we have people do like the, we do modeling and then role playing what we need you to do with the consumer. So you're actually learning how to implement our behavior
Right.
plans. And
Yeah.
that's awkward enough. And all you're doing is playing the part of someone so you can learn how to do something correctly.
Yes.
Imagine I do not like those things at all either. Like
I had
if,
one. Oh, go ahead.
I was
Go
like,
ahead.
you could make it silly, like play a game of telephone or something, and now it's not like about you and learn about each other. It's just like a game that you were playing that's funny. Still lame, but not as bad as like I have to try to remember these details of your life that I don't actually want to remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you
Third
laugh
hot
every time I
take.
say the word silly? Does it just not sound right coming out of my mouth?
I think you're just a big guy
Silly
who's
goose.
just like saying funny words. Just yeah. It just seems very out of character.
Should we throw out a biggie, or should we let
No,
Chad?
I'm going to do a mini one, and this is just going to be a vote. We don't have to
Okay.
dissect it, and then you do yours, Steve. So this is just, and I think it's going to be unanimous, but pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
I'm fine with it.
No, not a
No,
fan.
no, no. It's not. Are you fine with it? Are you taking that slice if you have another option?
If I'm at a party and there is 3 pizzas and one of them has pineapple on it, I will take a slice of that along with the others. Am I ordering it on my own? No, but my wife, her favorite is pepperoni and pineapple, and so I eat
wow.
that sometimes. Now, I'm also the type of person that can't eat pineapple without ruining my taste buds for 2 days. And so I love the flavor of pineapple, but once I eat it, nothing tastes right for a while afterwards.
Kyle, where did you stand on this one?
No, not a fan. I'm not a big pizza fan. Anyway, I'll eat pizza. I
How
usually feel terrible.
un-American.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
seriously.
You communist.
Yeah, how dare
Big
you
old
not
commie.
like Italian pie?
I eat, aside from the BLT, I typically don't like pizzas that I don't like vegetables on pizzas. I don't like fruits on pizzas. Like pizza should be like just meat, cheese, and bread. It should be just a party.
I also just
Yeah.
told you that I spent my elementary school days putting corn and applesauce together on my
Not by
pizza.
preference, though. You did that with different intentions. It's not.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
but
you
the pizza
preferred.
also wasn't any good, so you might as well throw something else on top.
Yeah, so I'd rather have like bacon, sausage, and pepperoni.
I did have an experience eating like a ghost pepper sauce pizza once at they had it at Horrocks in East
Love
Lansing
Horrocks.
or Lansing, and it changed my life. I feel like I saw stars for a few hours. Like it was very painful and euphoric at the same time.
One more we'll add to it. I don't even remember the name of the place. It's like, and I always worry about like giving people a shout out. Is what if they're like secretly horrible people and we just don't know it, and then we end up supporting someone we don't want to. But the place
The
that it was
cautionary
like,
shout out.
yeah, like I think it was called like Mom's Pizza or something like that. But it had a tikka masala pizza. It was like
Oh, yeah.
Indian food mixed with pizza, and that was one of those changed my life. Like I've had it other places and it's good, but this one I need to find a way to get us all in one place to try it because
That
it was
seems
that good.
interesting.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly reiterate Kyle's thing because of how I went to Michigan State, and so I was there in the Lansing area for 8 years.
We won't hold it against you.
Yeah, sure. But Horrocks, if you were in the Lansing area, you have to go to Horrocks. It's so good.
I always went to the one in Battle Creek just because I was working out there, and I'd go there for lunch quite a bit.
That one's good, but it's not the OG. I mean, it's still good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But going to the OG,
They've taken over like half a mall now in Battle Creek. It's pretty. I haven't been there since they did it, but it looks pretty huge.
well, Horrocks is literally like a little empire now, and it started off just as like a farmer's market of sorts, and now it's like its whole thing.
It is a mainstay. It has great food, great prices, but you guys should always throw out that. But just so everybody knows, they might be horrible people we don't know.
They might. We don't. But also, they're like beer cave. Great selection of beers to get.
It's wild.
They have an olive. Olive stuff, olive oil, like a whole assortment of olive oils.
2 free samples too. You can get two free samples of beer. They got a great antique wood stove in there in the winter. Just hang out. Yeah, we went there quite often. We went there not too long ago, actually, on the way up to the up north. We stopped by.
Coffee selection too. I mean, what can you?
All right, is this a commercial or what's going on here, guys?
Today's episode is
sponsorship.
Yeah,
please. Unless you're horrible.
So, I have like ton more of these. Like we could keep going, but people are probably sick of hearing us talk about this if they're even listed this long. At this, you know what I mean? So let's throw it out there. Last one: toilet paper over under.
Over. It's a reinvention. Unless you have a cat. If you have a cat, I think under is acceptable.
It's got to be over. Everyone loves a good beard. No one wants a mullet.
Mullets are, I
Oh,
think, popular
okay.
again now. But
I've never. Okay, I thought you were talking like wiping style or something. I wasn't. I was trying to like figure out what that meant.
I
But
like
now
to
I know what
lay
you
on my
mean.
back on the bed with my ankles over my shoulders and wipe myself that way.
Is that a?
There's
Is
someone
this
in
a
here
thing?
that
I've
uses
never really.
reusable
Are
toilet
you?
paper. I thought.
You're telling me that you've never
He
heard
just
people arguing
he
over
just
like which
lives in the
way the
danger
toilet paper's
zone.
sitting?
He just puts it on however it is.
You mean like? Yeah. I mean, well, like I don't really have a preference. Like
So
how you pull it down from
yeah,
the roll.
Yeah.
from the back or the front. So like maybe there's some dispensers that have like it's specified, but otherwise you see a picture of toilet paper, it's coming down the front. You know what I mean? Like that
Okay.
is just how it seems like it should be. Now functionally, I don't think it changes a damn thing. It works just fine. But I always do look at it when it's coming down the back way and just like look at it like, oh, who did that?
If I'm
I
at
don't
somebody's
know
house
that I've ever
and
thought about this.
it's in the back, I will move it to the front.
How about then there's my wife Brad's sister just leaving like putting the new roll sitting on top of the old one, just sitting up there, not even putting it on the
You got to put the new roll on and then put the old roll, the last little bit on top to be used.
Oh, interesting.
that I don't know why it just reminded me, but have you ever played Trash Jenga?
No. Oh, like
I had a roommate who had this rule that like whoever put the last piece of trash on and it fell off had to take it out. But he played it for like 3 or 4 months without telling me that we were playing. And so he just never took the garbage out. I'm like, what the hell, man? He's like, oh yeah, no, like this is how we do it. I'm like,
Trash
well, it's just
Jenga.
you and me here, so I think we should have discussed that.
That's funny.
But also, if you want to play games, we'll play games. And so I started saving up paper towel rolls and using them to structure and build this pile taller and taller that he couldn't compete with. And by the end, he decided it was not a good idea to play Trash Jenga any longer.
That's the premise of a great Simpsons episode.
So
we
are you guys
also
particular on your paper or toilet paper, like texture?
all I
Yeah.
care about is that it's not that cheap single ply pulls apart when you pull it off. That's all I really care about.
You don't enjoy a surprise breakthrough when you're wiping?
I mean, it saves toilet paper.
First
We'll
time
edit
you're
this part out.
at those family's house and you go to wipe and then you see the no roll right there. Like, what do you do in that moment? Do you acknowledge the fact that you're deucing at her parents' place, or
No, I'm tall enough. I'm just using their sink. I don't care.
To say I do rock the bidet. We got a bidet at the office.
Oh yeah,
That's,
the after add-on bidets. Oh yeah, that works
yeah.
nice.
the first time I ever used was at Taylor and Steve's, and their water pressure at their house is fantastic. But let me tell you, first time I used that bidet with good water pressure, I didn't know that you can't crank that thing full blast. I definitely just power washed myself.
Yeah. As far as toilet paper type, though, we're just going straight, whatever comes in bulk, without being so weak that I'm aggravated. I'm using it.
Oh, I'm super particular. I'm a Charmin Red guy.
Yeah, I was a Costco. I mean, I'm repping Costco right now. Actually, my sweater is Kirkland, so I'm a big Costco guy. But I'll be honest, I have since strayed away from Kirkland toilet paper. It's a bit rough on the rear.
I have no problem with Kirkland toilet paper. I don't know how I feel about Kirkland as a company in general enough to rock the sweatshirt, but I also don't choose my my toilet paper like I'm choosing my cigarettes and like Charmin Reds, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing hits better. I'm a Virginia
curious why it's
Splend
called
kind of
Charmin
guy.
Red.
It's not called Charmin Red. It is just the red package of Charmin.
It's the red
correct?
package. Yeah, the bears are red.
Okay.
So there's red, which
Okay.
is like the stronger, and then there's the blue, which is soft. It's too soft. It's like
It
it's
leaves a film.
uncomfortable.
A film.
It feels dangerous.
You have to use one of the like the those old red things to get the lint off your shirt on your toilet paper
Yeah.
before you wipe.
That's funny. No, it does. It disintegrates, and then you got it's not clean enough. So Charmin Red, that's what's on point. But we have to order it from Amazon because it just isn't available anywhere locally.
It's in high demand.
Well, the grocery stores, it's bonkers expensive. marked
Nobody
up like
likes it, so he
30%.
has to special order his weird toilet paper.
It's
is
not
what he's
weird.
saying.
It's very standard. It's just not in. It's just not at Costco.
Kyle, what brand do you use?
Oh, I don't know. I think whatever Kroger brand, whatever that might be, or whatever's at Kroger. I don't know.
Angel Soft.
I-
Yeah, we're at
Cottonelle.
two.
Cottonelle.
Mm.
You
I think
you
that's
like
what it is.
those vertical ridges instead of the quilting, huh?
No. I like soft. I like nice and soft.
I think if I was really choosing based on preference, I would just go with whatever's stuck together the best. One, to make sure I don't have any emergencies while in the act, and two, because it will just work that much better while throwing it at my neighbor's trees. My mom always took us out toilet papering when we were kids, and so I am saddened that it doesn't happen more often in society at this point. Although you could probably get shot or arrested in today's.
Yeah, it's a very different society.
Yeah, we used to go and find my uncle's car at the bar every Devil's Night, and then like Saran wrap it or fill it with balloons or toilet paper it. So
I love that.
yeah. One time I was hiding on this hill so he could come out and we could watch his reaction, and definitely stepped in dog poop and slipped and fell, and it just went all the way up the side of my shirt and my pants and everything.
Hey, I got a question. How do you guys feel about sparkling water?
No.
I'm for it.
You are?
You're drinking some right now, aren't you? He's usually
I
drinking
usually
some
do.
while
I
we're-
usually have a spin drift. This is coffee today, but I
Yeah.
normally have a spin drift in hand.
Chad, I think the last time you joined us, he like cracked one in the middle of you talking, and you could just hear that. I don't like it enough to drink it on its own, but I also only drink water if it's like super ice cold, because I don't just enjoy the flavor of water, but that's all I drink because of the health factor. But if I have like, one of the flavor things, like the Gatorade or there's just some other ones that like you put in like electrolyte powder, I like it that way because it gives it like that fizzy electrolyte. That's a fun use for those. So
it started as a replacement for beer. Like over COVID, I felt like I was drinking too much beer, so I threw those in the fridge, and that was my only option, and then it stuck.
I love those videos of
tried
like
looking.
people giving their pets sparkling water, spicy water,
Yeah.
and their reactions. Those are always funny.
Our
I haven't
kids
seen that.
love spicy water, but then like they only take like 2 or 3 sips and then leave the can full sitting there. So, but they ask for them every day. I want my spicy water.
We were in Colombia and we were ordering, and it's with gas or without gas. It's how it loosely translates. And if you don't understand the language super well, you can very easily order bubbly water instead. And I made that mistake several times, and it's not my jam, not my cup of tea.
I like that with or without gas, but it sounds weird when you say it like that.
Well, especially when you
think about it.
And then if you translate it, and if you hear it in Spanish, it sounds normal. It sounds like just like agua, like just water. And then if they translate and they say with or without gas in English, then you're like, oh, okay, now I understand the difference. But if they don't do that and you don't know, the default is bubbly water.
I wonder if that's because nowadays, at least in the United States, everything comes pre-mixed, but back in the day, you think about the soda fountain, like 1950s, 40s, where they actually mixed it with the carbonation right there. And then when we brew beer, we, carbonate with the gas tanks itself too. And so I wonder if it's because they haven't had as much mass produced that you don't mix, or it's not been as long that they still talk about it that way, or if it's just a easy functional way to differentiate between the two rather than trying to think, do I call it spicy or bubbly or carbonated, or what do you call it?
Gas. Just straight gas.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I'm drinking with gas.
Yeah.
Fully leaded.
Yeah.
All right. We should probably cut this out before. I mean, nobody's listening at this point. It's been way too long. They turned this off a long time ago, but
that was fun though.
Yeah. We'll in general end it the way we always do, and let us know if this was boring or fun, or if we should never do it again. And remember to write in your ideas, so we're not just coming up with stuff like this on our own and having everybody hate it. Go to the Doc Analyzes Anything at Gmail and send us your ideas if you'd like.
And we say that because we care about what you think, not because we're running out of ideas.
Oh, I have a long list of ideas, but they may not all be good ones. And so if there's things people actually want to hear, write them in. Otherwise, we're going to keep making up shit like this. So, but, you know, just remember to find the fun things in life. Enjoy yourself. A little time to chat with some friends like
silly.
we've done here today. And because you never know when the person next door might be cooking with gas and take out the whole block and you'll never enjoy anything again. So find the little things.
Yep. Enjoy your hot takes.